Life isn't always easy. We all go through moments of struggle, pain, and heartbreak. But what if I told you that those heartaches are not just random events? What if I told you that each challenge you face, each time you feel broken, is shaping you into someone stronger? It's true. The strongest people, the chosen ones, those who rise to greatness, are often the ones who endure the deepest tests. Heartbreak isn't just something to get through. It's the forge where your strength is crafted. We all have a purpose in this life, and for some of us, our journey involves tests that might seem unfair or insurmountable. But I promise you, these trials are not meant to break you. They are meant to make you. So, let's dive in. Because this journey, from heartbreak to strength, is a story of transformation. Every obstacle you face in life, whether it's heartbreak, loss, or disappointment, is not a sign of defeat. In fact, it is often a crucial building block in the development of your inner power. We tend to view challenges as something negative, something that stands in the way of our happiness or success. But the truth is, these obstacles, though painful and difficult, are the very things that provide the foundation for your growth and transformation. When you go through a heartbreak, it can feel as though the ground beneath you has shifted, leaving you disoriented and unsure of what comes next. Similarly, when you experience loss or disappointment, it can seem as though the dreams you've held dear have been shattered. In these moments, it's natural to feel weak, vulnerable, and defeated. But here's the important part. This is precisely when the opportunity for your greatest growth lies. Just like a tree that grows stronger with each storm it endures, your inner strength is forged in the face of adversity. Every time you overcome a challenge, you become more resilient, more aware of your capabilities, and more attuned to the power you have within. Think about the hardest times in your life, the times when you felt like giving up, when everything seemed hopeless. Now look at who you are today. You are still standing. You are stronger than before, and you have gained wisdom from each experience. The pain you experience in difficult times isn't something to shy away from or fear. Rather, it is the process of breaking down old parts of yourself that no longer serve you so you can rebuild yourself anew. You are being reformed into a stronger version of yourself, someone more equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. Every scar, every painful memory, and every tear that you shed contributes to the resilience that will carry you through future challenges. It's important to remember that growth doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happens through struggle. Without the obstacles, without the heartbreaks, and without the disappointments, you would never know just how strong you truly are. So, instead of fearing the difficulties life presents, embrace them. They are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones on your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. You are not being broken, you are being rebuilt into something greater, and that process takes time, but it's worth it. The strongest steel is forged through intense heat and immense pressure. Iron is heated to extreme temperatures and then hammered and shaped repeatedly. This process may seem brutal, but it is exactly what transforms the iron into a durable, resilient material capable of enduring tremendous forces. Your resilience, too, is formed through similar processes. Just as steel requires extreme conditions to become unbreakable, you too are being shaped by every trial and painful moment you face in life. These experiences, though difficult, are the very things that will prepare you to handle life's challenges with grace, strength, and power. Life isn't meant to be easy, nor is it supposed to be without hardship. It's through adversity that we discover the depths of our own strength. When we face challenges, we often feel like we are being broken, like the weight of the world is too much to bear. But in reality, these trials are the forge where your character and resilience are formed. Each difficulty you overcome, whether it's a personal loss, a setback at work, or heartbreak, is an opportunity for growth. You may not always see it in the moment, but every challenge you face is contributing to the resilience you will carry with you for the rest of your life. With each hardship, you are learning how to stand taller, how to find your balance amidst the storm, and how to stay strong when the world feels uncertain. The pain you endure doesn't make you weaker, it makes you stronger. It teaches you how to bend without breaking, how to be flexible yet firm, and how to embrace discomfort as part of the process of becoming the best version of yourself. What's remarkable about resilience is that it doesn't just make you tougher, it makes you more graceful. Over time, the challenges you face no longer feel like overwhelming obstacles, but become opportunities to practice patience, perseverance, and emotional strength. You begin to navigate life's difficulties with a sense of calm and self-assurance because you know you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. You are becoming unbreakable. Each trial is another hammer strike shaping you into someone who can withstand the most difficult of circumstances without losing yourself in the process. When you look back on your journey, you will see that every painful moment has contributed to your growth, and you'll realize that the strength you've gained makes you capable of anything. So, embrace your challenges, for they are the fire that will shape you into someone extraordinary. Pain is an inevitable part of life, and though it can feel overwhelming, it is also an essential part of the growth process. We often resist pain because it's uncomfortable, it's heart-wrenching, and it shakes us to our core. Whether it's emotional pain from heartbreak, physical pain from an injury, or mental anguish from setbacks, the intensity of these experiences can leave us feeling lost and broken. But here's the truth we often forget in the midst of our suffering. Pain is temporary, it is not permanent, and it does not define you. While it may feel like the pain will never end, it will. Time has a way of healing, of softening the sharp edges of pain until it becomes something you can look back on with greater understanding. The discomfort you feel now is part of the process, part of the journey that will shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. In those moments of heartache or struggle, it's easy to believe that you're stuck in an endless cycle of pain, but the reality is that pain is a phase, not a permanent state of being. Think about the times in your life when you've gone through hardships. In those moments, it probably felt like the world was closing in on you, like the weight of everything was too much to bear. But when you look back now, you see how much you've learned from those experiences. You see how much stronger you've become as a result. The pain didn't last forever, but the lessons it taught you did. You emerged from that struggle not just intact, but transformed, with a new sense of self, a deeper wisdom, and an unshakable belief in your ability to overcome anything that comes your way. Each time you face pain, you are gaining tools that will help you navigate future challenges. Pain teaches you patience, it teaches you resilience, and it shows you what you're truly capable of. It teaches you that you can survive, that you can rise again, and that you can build a life that is even better than before. So when you are in the midst of pain, remind yourself, this will not last forever. It is a moment, a passing storm that will eventually clear. And when it does, you will be stronger, wiser, and more prepared to face whatever comes next. The process of growth isn't always easy, but it is always worth it. Life is often seen as a series of moments, each unfolding unpredictably. But what if you started seeing your life as a test? The struggles, the heartbreaks, the challenges, they aren't just obstacles to get through, they are the exam you must pass to grow and evolve. Instead of fearing these tests or resenting the pain they bring, consider the idea that each heartbreak, each difficulty, is helping to transform you into the person you are meant to be. We all go through moments where we feel defeated, wondering if we will ever get through the heartbreak or the struggles. It's easy to see them as setbacks, something that pulls us away from our goals or happiness. But in reality, these challenges are part of a much larger picture. They're not here to break us. Every time you go through a painful experience, it's like being tested in a way that forces you to dig deeper, to learn more about yourself, and to stretch beyond your previous limitations. Think of heartbreak as a test of your emotional strength and resilience. It pushes you to confront your deepest fears, your vulnerabilities, and your capacity for healing. The pain is part of the process, but it's only temporary. The longer you endure and the more you allow yourself to grow through the pain, the more evolved you become. As you face each challenge head-on, you gather wisdom, strength, and understanding that make you better equipped for the future. In school, we don't just learn through successes, we learn through our failures too. We don't remember the easy tests. We remember the ones that pushed us to the edge, the ones that required us to think critically, persevere, and rise above. In the same way, your life's most difficult tests, the moments of heartbreak, loss, and struggle, are the ones that will shape you into the person you're destined to become. So instead of running from the pain or fearing it, embrace it. Understand that each heartbreak is part of your personal growth. The more you endure, the more you evolve. Each test prepares you for something greater, a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. Remember, the test is not to defeat you, it's to reveal your potential and guide you toward becoming the powerful, resilient person you were always meant to be. Not everyone faces the same tests in life, and that's an important truth to remember when you're struggling. You may look around and see others seemingly coasting through life without the same burdens you carry. It might feel unfair at times, like you're being singled out for a struggle that others don't have to endure. But what if, instead of viewing these tests as a curse, you began to see them as a sign of your potential? You are being tested because you are chosen. The universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, has placed you on a path of challenge because it sees something in you that others may not yet recognize. It sees your strength, your resilience, and your ability to rise above any adversity that comes your way. There are moments in life where you will feel completely overwhelmed, where the weight of your struggle seems unbearable, and you may even think about giving up. In those moments, it's easy to question why you have to face such pain. But what if these hardships are not just random occurrences? What if they're purposeful, designed specifically for you? The universe doesn't give challenges to people who aren't capable of overcoming them. When you're going through tough times, it's not a sign that you're failing, it's proof that you have been equipped with the strength to endure and ultimately triumph. Think about it. The people who are capable of handling life's toughest tests are often those who have been through the most intense struggles. It's not by accident. Every trial you face is helping to shape you into a stronger, more capable person. You may not see it in the moment, but each challenge is preparing you for a future that requires the exact strength and wisdom you're gaining right now. The universe knows what lies ahead for you, and it's pushing you toward that greatness. Even if the path is difficult, you are not being tested because you're weak. You're being tested because you have the power to overcome. Your resilience is not a random gift. It's a direct result of the trials you've endured. The pain you experience is temporary, but the strength you build from it is permanent. So, the next time you feel like giving up, remember this. The universe believes in your potential. You are being tested because you are chosen, and you have the strength within you to rise above anything that comes your way. Keep going, because the best version of yourself is waiting on the other side of this challenge. Heartbreak is one of life's most profound and painful experiences, and it's not something any of us choose to go through. Whether it's the end of a relationship, the loss of a dream, or the shattering of something we deeply believed in, heartbreak feels like a force beyond our control. The pain can be overwhelming, and it often leaves us feeling vulnerable and powerless. But here's the truth. While you can't control the heartbreak itself, you absolutely have the power to decide how you respond to it. The way you handle this pain can determine not only how quickly you heal, but also how you transform from the experience. In the face of heartbreak, you are presented with a choice. You can allow yourself to stay stuck in the pain, to let it define you and diminish your sense of self-worth, or you can choose to rise from the ashes, just as a phoenix emerges stronger from the fire. The choice is entirely in your hands. You can decide to see this heartbreak not as a final destination, but as a chapter in a much bigger story, a story of resilience, growth, and ultimately transformation. Each setback, no matter how difficult, holds the potential for a comeback. When you feel defeated, remember that setbacks are often the moments that prepare you for something greater. The pain you're experiencing right now can be the catalyst for a powerful transformation if you choose to see it that way. This heartbreak is not the end of your journey. It's an opportunity for you to rebuild, to rediscover your strength, and to learn valuable lessons that will serve you in the future. Transforming pain into purpose is a process. It takes time, reflection, and a willingness to embrace the discomfort rather than running from it. But every time you face your heartbreak head-on, you are building the inner strength that will help you in the future. With every challenge, you learn more about who you truly are, what you want, and what you're capable of. This self-discovery, born out of your pain, becomes the foundation upon which you will build the next chapter of your life. So remember this, heartbreak is inevitable, but how you respond is within your control. You have the power to rise above it, to transform your pain into something powerful, and to use every setback as fuel for your ultimate comeback. The strength to heal and grow is already within you. All it takes is the courage to embrace the challenge and trust that this experience will shape you into someone even stronger than before. External circumstances can sometimes feel insurmountable. Life can throw curveballs that leave you feeling small, insignificant, or powerless. Whether it's an unexpected loss, a difficult relationship, financial struggles, or any number of challenges that seem to come out of nowhere, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world around you. These external forces can create a sense of chaos and uncertainty, leaving you questioning whether you have the strength to keep going. But here's a truth that can guide you through even the toughest times. True strength doesn't come from the outside, it comes from within. It's easy to forget in the midst of life's storms, but your greatest power is not defined by your circumstances. It's not about what happens to you, but how you respond to it. At your core, you have an inner well of strength, resilience, and determination that is often greater than any external challenge you may face. Your ability to endure, to rise after falling, and to keep going in the face of adversity is rooted in the unwavering faith you have in yourself. Strength isn't just about physical endurance. It's about your inner willpower, the quiet, persistent determination that refuses to give up no matter the odds. It's the mental and emotional fortitude that pushes you forward, even when you can't see the path ahead. This inner strength is your compass, guiding you through the toughest of times, keeping you grounded when everything else around you feels chaotic. When you tap into your inner strength, you tap into the most powerful resource you have, It's not dependent on external validation or circumstances. The power to overcome challenges is always inside you. It's always been there, quietly waiting for you to recognize it. Even in your weakest moments, when everything feels like it's falling apart, that power is still within you, ready to be awakened. What makes this strength truly extraordinary is that it's not a temporary force. It's an enduring part of who you are. You may not always feel it, but it's constant, just like the heartbeat that keeps you alive. This inner strength is built from every experience you've had, from the times you've faced hardship and emerged stronger. It's woven into the very fabric of your being, and the more you trust in it, the more you allow it to guide you, the more powerful it becomes. In the face of overwhelming external circumstances, always remember that the power to overcome is already inside you. It is not the external world that defines your strength. It is your ability to believe in yourself, to keep moving forward with faith and determination. You have everything within you to not only survive, but to thrive. Your true strength comes from the heart, and it will carry you through anything. It's natural to look at people who seem to have it all together and feel like they've been handed some kind of special gift, like they were born with an inherent ability to succeed, to handle challenges, or to rise above difficulties effortlessly. From the outside, it can appear as though they glide through life without facing the hardships, heartbreaks, or struggles that many of us endure. But here's the reality. Those who rise to greatness are not immune to life's challenges. In fact, they've faced some of the hardest moments, just like everyone else. What sets them apart is their refusal to quit, their unshakable determination to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Greatness doesn't come from a lack of struggle. It comes from how you respond to struggle. The people who achieve remarkable things in life are not those who've avoided hardship or pain, but those who've learned how to use their challenges as fuel for growth. They understand that heartbreak, failure, and setbacks are part of the journey, not the end of it. Instead of letting these moments define them, they choose to rise above, to use their experiences as stepping stones toward their goals. Heartbreak can be devastating. It can leave you feeling like you're never going to recover, like the pieces of yourself that were lost will never come back together. But those who rise to greatness don't allow heartbreak to dictate their future. They acknowledge the pain, they feel it, but they don't let it control their story. Instead, they harness that pain as a source of strength. Every challenge, every heart-wrenching moment becomes a reminder of what they're capable of overcoming. The wounds that might have once seemed like burdens transform into lessons, wisdom, and resilience. The key to rising above any hardship is the mindset that no matter how hard things get, you refuse to quit. You don't give up on yourself. You don't let your heartbreaks become the story of who you are. Instead, you let them propel you forward, teaching you to keep going, to keep fighting, and to keep growing. Success is not about avoiding pain. It's about how you use that pain to become stronger, more determined, and more focused on your vision for the future. So when you look at those who seem to have it all together, remember this. They didn't get there by avoiding the hard times. They got there by refusing to quit, by using their struggles as motivation, and by continuing to push forward no matter the obstacles. Their greatness came not from a special gift, but from an unwavering belief in their ability to rise no matter what life threw their way. You have that same power within you. All it takes is the decision to keep going. When life knocks you down, it's easy to believe that everything is over. The weight of failure, loss, or disappointment can feel so heavy that it seems impossible to move forward. In those moments, it's natural to feel defeated and question whether you'll ever be able to stand tall again. But here's something incredibly important to remember. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every time life knocks you down, it's not the end. It's an opportunity to rise higher, to grow stronger, and to come back more powerful than before. Think about the most successful people in history, those who have achieved greatness after facing insurmountable obstacles. They didn't get to where they are by avoiding challenges. They got there by embracing them, by learning from their failures, and by refusing to stay down when life knocked them off their feet. The key to their success wasn't their ability to avoid hardship, but their resilience in the face of it. They understood that the harder they fell, the higher they could rise. The deeper the struggle, the greater the breakthrough that could follow. When you fall, it may feel like you're being buried, but in reality, you're being planted. You're being given the space to grow. The most challenging moments in life are often the ones that push you to discover your true strength. It's easy to remain stagnant when things are going well, but when life throws you off balance, you're forced to dig deep, to tap into resources you may not have known existed. It's in these moments that you learn how truly capable you are. And it's through overcoming these struggles that you emerge stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's to come. The strongest people are those who have faced adversity and used it as a catalyst for growth. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. They know that the most difficult moments are the ones that shape them into the individuals they were always meant to become. So when life knocks you down, remember this: it's not the end of the story, it's the beginning of a new chapter, one where you rise from the ashes stronger than before. Trust that every setback is setting you up for a powerful comeback. The more challenging the journey, the greater the breakthrough waiting for you on the other side. Keep going, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. As you walk through the difficult journey from heartbreak to strength, it's easy to feel isolated, as though you are carrying the weight of the world all by yourself. The pain of loss, the sting of disappointment, and the struggle to rebuild can make you feel as though you're navigating the world alone. But let me remind you of this vital truth: you are not alone. Many others have walked this same path, faced the same struggles, and emerged even stronger. What you're going through, though deeply personal, is a shared experience. There is comfort in knowing that others have overcome similar hardships and have found their strength on the other side. The journey of transformation is not a solitary one. As you face your heartbreak, lean into your community. Reach out to the people who care for you, your family, your friends, your support system. These are the people who are there not to fix your pain, but to stand beside you, offering empathy, understanding, and encouragement when you feel weak. Sometimes the simple act of sharing your story with someone who listens can be a powerful tool in your healing process. You don't have to shoulder your pain alone. There is immense strength in unity. When you are walking through the fire, having someone by your side, or even knowing that others have walked through their own fires, can remind you that healing is possible. Your struggles don't diminish your worth. They make you human, and your ability to endure them doesn't just come from within. It comes from the connections you make, the support you receive, and the love that surrounds you. The strength is not only about individual resilience, but also about collective support. The bonds we share with others can give us the courage and resolve to keep going when we feel like giving up. Remember, healing is not a race, and you don't have to navigate it alone. Allow yourself to lean on others, to be open to the support and love that's available to you. There's power in vulnerability, and there's power in knowing that you are part of something bigger. Together, we rise. As you take each step forward, remember that the road to strength is paved with the help of others. You are part of a community of people who understand pain, who have endured loss, and who, just like you, have come out the other side stronger. Let that knowledge fill you with hope and remind you that no matter how tough the journey gets, you are never truly alone. Together we rise, stronger, braver, and more resilient than ever before.